What's good, family? I just wanted to testify how grateful I am to wake up this morning. We all know that everybody didn't wake up this morning, so if you are breathing this morning, if you are 6 feet on top of the earth instead of 6 feet under, then you are in a position that some people just didn't make this morning. And you have to recognize that, and you have to be grateful for that. And I want to give it up to the Most High, to my Creator, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you for this time that you allowed me to breathe, to walk, talk, hear, that my sight is awesome, that my health is awesome, that my heart is working like a champ. I really want to thank the Lord for those things that we take for granted. I also want to talk to those people who maybe you're going through something right now. Maybe you're really stressed out. And without that stress, then you can't have your strive. And without that test and without that trial, then you can't have no triumph. And without that mess in your life, then you can't have no message. Come on, somebody hear what I'm talking about. You got to feel me on that. All the things that we go through, but when do we put those things into perspective? Yeah, you got stress in your life. Yeah, somebody may pass away. Yeah, somebody may have caught a disease in your family, cancer. Yeah, your children may be failing. Your child may be in jail. You may have a family member that's addicted to drugs. But don't just count that one thing. You got to put your whole life. You got to put your whole situation. You got to put their whole situation into perspective. And a lot of times as human beings, we tend to dwell amongst that one thing that is going on in our life. And unfortunately, we dwell on the negative things that happen in our life. When it's been 20, 30 this month, good things that has happened to you, but you're not even thinking about that. And so let that mess in your life, let that mess in your household, let that mess in your environment, let that mess in your friendship circle, let that mess become your message. Let that strife go from stress to strength. Because every time you go through something, you get a little bit stronger. It's like messing with those weights. It's like going in that gym and getting on that treadmill for 30 minutes. That builds your endurance. So I'm going to need you to pick your head up. And yes, you are going through something. Yes, you are going through some stress. Yes, you are going through something in your life, because we all are. But I'm going to need you to pick your head up and put things into perspective and be thankful, because it could be worse. And I'm going to tell you, most definitely, it's always somebody that would love to be in your shoes. Always. You better remember that. Well, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So your wife getting on your nerves, your husband getting on your nerves, somebody would love to scoop them up and do something that you ain't never did with your wife or your husband to make that relationship work if they really wanted it. Your children, it's somebody who would trade in a heartbeat. It's somebody that your son, he is cutting up. Your daughter got a little neck problem. She got a little attitude. It's somebody who is really going through it worse than you, who would do a trade in a minute. Substitute. It's some in-laws. Love to be traded. You thought you was going through something. It's some in-laws that somebody would trade in 2 seconds and not look back. It's some girlfriends. It's a boyfriend who would love to be traded and be treated better. It's some situations. It's some health concerns that some folks would love to trade. So please hear me when I say, be thankful. Be grateful. If you are listening to this message, that means that you breathing, you 6 feet above. Be grateful for that. put those things into perspective. All right, y'all. Have a blessed day.